what do we mean by craft brewing in context? Well, for me, it's a case of discussing what I've experienced in the brewing world, the craft brewing world, for the past 9 or so years. And I think nothing says how far the context of beer has changed than stouts and porters. Stout and porter, and I mean specifically porter, got its name from the London street porters in, again, the industrial era, because they needed a strong calorific beer to sustain them in their hard work. As we were discussing in the last episode about beer being a liquid bread, that context has changed now that beer has changed because of craft. So now that beer has lost its need to be a liquid fuel, for we have a great deal of food abundance these days, it's allowed it to transform into a more luxury item. And this is where I think the context of beer shows most in stouts and porters, because now you have the desserts and the pastry stouts full of flavors that you wouldn't normally get. They're very modern in that respect. It's using all sorts of flavors and things that are quite luxurious. Even though we had imperial stouts in the past, I think this is different. This is more about common flavors, donuts, vanilla, these kinds of things. And I think that shows the change in brewing context the greatest. And this is what I mean about context, the idea of it being not a specific history, but a perspective and ideas on seeing how beer has changed. And I'm a huge traditional porter and stout lover. They are my absolute favorites. I love the flavors of the malts, the slightly higher alcohol content, but the fact that it's turned into something that is pastry or dessert in some way, I think is, again, another way of demonstrating how far beer has come and what's changed about it the most. It has become an exclusive beverage with very different flavors and stuff you wouldn't associate with it in the past.